Hey there, we're going to do a simple test. We're going to shuffle some cards. Ah. Got 2 lands. One's a boiler works, so we can probably keep that. Today's matchup: Animar, Soul of Elements, versus Atraxa, Praetor's Voice. I foresee this being very, very interesting. Now, I have 12 EDH decks, and I, out of boredom, did a bracket. Faced them off against all of each other, and I can put that up now for a little bit here. And we're down to Animar versus Atraxa. Yes, I am playing against myself, and yes, I'm a little nerdy. I'll live with it. I'll put that there, and let's see what Atraxa has. Ooh, 2 lands. I mean, kind of need 3 to make it work, because Atraxa is... Jesus, just... Oh, man. So, we got lots of Super Friends here, but only 2 lands, so Atraxa's gonna mulligan. Try it. Palomar, Rings of Bright Earth, Elspeth, Original, Forgotten Ancient, Zor's Chancery. Okay, that's 5, 6, haha, and 7. Alright, we can do that. We can work with this. Alright. So, both hands are drawn. Now it's time to see who goes first. Now we're going to choose by a simple method here. Some people do bottom of the deck, some people do this and that. We're going to do 2d6. Alright, Animar first. Animar's got a 9. Atraxa has got a 5. Animar's going first. So, 40 life. 40 life. And we are off. Alright, so Animar's got Archetype of Endurance, Grook's Pack Leader, Is it Boilerworks, Oblivion Sower, Conclave Naturalists, Reclamation Sage, and Ancient Ziggurat. So that's our opening hand. We're going to draw a Fasuva. Very nice. We'll start out with an Ancient Ziggurat. Alright, Atraxa, let's see what you got. Okay, Atraxa's got Darksteel Reactor, Protean Hydra, Exotic Orchard, Zor's Chancery, Forgotten Ancient, Elspeth Terrell, Rings of Bright Earth, and Animar Depths. And obviously Animar Depths. We'll start with that. 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, okay, that was our Animar. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Chalice on top because I love the Chalice. Okay, back over to Animar. We drew a full art forest here. We're probably gonna have to discard, but let's see what we can do here. So yes, we're gonna Is It Boiler Works, the Ancient Ziggurat, and we're gonna go ahead and discard something here. We're gonna discard Oblivion Sower. There's always plans. Alright, Atraxa's turn. Drawing Everflowing Chalice. Who would have thought? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and play the Exotic Orchard. Taps for whatever, don't care. And we're gonna put out a Chalice for 1. Okay, Animar. Drew a Maelstrom Wanderer. Nice and solid. Alright, we're going to do a Forest 3/4 Animar. So Animar is now in play. Atraxa, we're going to draw Liliana. Alright, we have 3 mana, and I have a bounce land. So we're going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3. We'll play the Rings of Bright Earth, then we'll do Azor's Chancery Bouncing Exotic Orchard. I'm trying to play the long game here with Atraxa, but we'll see how that goes, because Animar is a very quick play. For good reasons. Animar draws an Urabrask, which is a solid one. Alright, and also, Atraxa has an artifact in play. We're going to do 3 for Reclamation Sage. We get a counter on Animar. Rings of Bright Earth go... Ooh, no. I'm going to choose Bright Earth or Chalice? So, this is Animar's thinking, actually, here. We got Concave Naturalist, so we have another Destroy. So we're going to take out Mana Base now with Reclamation Sage, and we can take out the rings later with the other item. So we'll swing with Animar for 2. That is 2 commander damage. So 38 health, 2 commander damage. Alright. Back over to Atraxa. Atraxa's probably going to get shellacked this go around, so we have 3 mana on Atraxa and no green. So we're going to... Drew Fortified Village. Not super helpful right now. So we'll go down and throw down the Exotic Orchard, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have all of the colors we need for Atraxa, so we're going to do a Forgotten Ancient, just to get some meat out there. Just realized Animar did not play a land last turn, and they're not going to get to, so they're missed that trigger. So we still have 3, which we can do 4, and we're going to do a 5th with Ancient Ziggurat. I drew Soul of the Harvest. So now we have 4, 5 worth of casting. We're going to go ahead and do Concave Naturalists this time. Animar gets a counter. Rings of Bright Earth goes poof. Forgotten Ancient gets a counter. We're going to swing... No, we're not going to swing with Animar, because Forgotten Ancient's a 1/4, so it's not going to really do much. Unless we swing with both, but it's not worth it at this point. Alright, untap. Atraxa draws a Fathom Mage. Pretty solid option here. Fortified Village will come into play tapped. Still leaves me with only 4 mana. What to do, what to do, what to do. Well, we need more mana base, so I'm going to try again and just add some time. We're going to do a Fathom Mage, bump that over to 2 there. We have a 2/5, and, well, they can kill it. So, back over to Animar. Animar drew Full Art Mountain here. Animar is looking pretty solid, so we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total casting of 7 availability right now, so... How do I want to do this? So I have 6. So I could do out Soul of the Harvest and then Vesuva Ancient Ziggurat. Or, man. We're going to move Animar's health off the screen, because I'm probably going to need the space. Two, 4, 5, 6. We're going to put out Soul of the Harvest. And then we're going to Vesuva copy Is It Boiler Works, and we'll bounce the Forest. Okay. You get a counter over there. So you're a 4/6. Sorry, you're a 3/6. And a 1/1. And we have a 4. Yeah, well, no, they're going to... We're going to swing with those 2. Reclamation Sage and Conclave Naturalists are going to swing. We're going to block that and take the 2. So nothing happens there. That's 2 damage gets through. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and move those 3 counters over to the Fathom Mage. So we draw 3, and then draw 1 for our normal draw. So we drew a Rupture Spire, Kiora Crashing Wave, Sandstep Citadel, and Vivid Marsh. Definitely needed some extra lands. Needed some more flexibility. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana base right now. Can we bring out an Atraxa? So still need a swamp. Don't have a swamp. Okay. Yep, doesn't help us much. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a 3 on Protean Hydra. So you get 3, you get 1. Fathom Mage does not get an Evolve, and we'll use the Orchard for a Rupture Spire over there. Just to try and build that mana base. We're trying. Alright, Animar, your go. Okay, Animar's gonna draw a Utopia Tree. Alright, so there's a lot of things that are gonna happen right now. We're going to start off with a mountain play. We'll do 2 mountains. 1, 2, 3 for an Urabrask the Hidden. You go up to 4, and we get to draw a card. We draw Firelight Thicket. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total. I already played a land. Okay, so I messed up. Yes, I did. I used my only multi. So I've only got red and blue to play with right now. Animar was about to end the game. Legit was about to end the game, and then I messed up. I messed up. Forgot an Ancient gets a counter. Well, let's see. Well, we have a 6/6 with Trample. We have a 5/5 and a 4/4. A 4/4. So, yeah. Animar is going to swing with all of that right now. Okay, what is Atraxa going to do? Got a lot coming our way. Alright, right off the bat, Protean Hydra is going to block Reclamation Sage, removes 2 counters, adds 4, brings that up to 5. That means Reclamation Sage is taken care of. Conclave Naturalists is going to get blocked by Forgotten Ancient, so nothing happens there. That's another 10 damage there. So Fathom Mage is going to sack themselves on Urabrask, so that's what dies. Still takes 6, puts you down to 30. 2 and 10. It is Atraxa's turn. We're going to go ahead and just move those counters over there and draw. Drew a Darkwater Catacombs. Alright, now this is not looking good for Atraxa. We've got a lot of options. We could really use like a board wipe, but I don't have any in my hand right now. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Means we can get 1 Planeswalker out. Still only have 1 Swamp, so I can't play Liliana. I think we're going to go the Elspeth Terrell. So we're going to do 5. Add to pool. Sandstepped enters play tapped. We're going to do an Elspeth. And we're going to -2 her right off the bat to get 3 little soldiers. Just to help. And Forgotten Ancient gets a counter. So we have a 7/7 Protean Hydra. I want to attack with it, but need it to block right now because we got the Trample, Soul of the Harvest anyways. That's all. Okay. Animar's turn. Let's not dork it up this time. Animar draws in E-Witness. Okay, so Firelight Thicket go out. Now let's not totally trash this time. So I need, I'm gonna scoot those over there. That's 1, 2, 3. That's gonna be a green. 4, 5, 6, 7. We need one more. 8. For a Maelstrom Wanderer, you go... Oh, no, sorry. So it cast. That triggers. Reveal. Peregrine Drake. That triggers. And then it's another cascade. Yep, so reveal. Apex Devastator does not get cast. There we go, that is less. Okay, that triggers. Animar goes up to 7. Apex Devastator goes to the bottom of my library. Now we resolve the stack. Now in response, I'm going to tap and add 3 mana to my mana pool. There, okay. Vizier of the Menagerie enters play. I get to draw a card for Soul of the Harvest. We get a Wooded Hills. Peregrine Drake enters play. I get to draw a card. I get a Dax duplicate. We also get to untap 5 lands. So we're going to untap all 5 lands. And now Maelstrom Wanderer enters play. And I get to draw a card. We get the Lava Glide Pathway. Okay. So this was a red, a blue, and we'll say a red, blue, and a green because I had Firelight Thicket and an Izzet Boilerworks here. So we have one of each color just sitting there right now. We have a lot more options. So we're going to tap and add all to pool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to add 7 mana to pool of various colors. At this point, it doesn't matter. 10 mana in the pool. We're going to use 2, a blue and a red, for a Dax duplicate. That'll go there. We casted a spell. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 spells already. So that's up to 5. Okay. This is getting messy. Dax duplicate enters play. Triggers a couple things. One, I get to draw a card. Get a Mystery Rainforest. And I'm copying Peregrine Drake, which we're going to untap all of our lands again. I think you guys understand where this is all going. Okay, so next we're going to use 2 more mana from that pool of just randomness there. We're going to go, oh, I think I can spend mana as though it were any color as well. So we're going to do an E-Witness. Brings that up. I get to draw a card and return a card from graveyard to my hand. We're going to take Oblivion Sower. We're going to start off with an Oblivion Sower. Okay, so that's like, what, 2 more counters on Forgotten Ancient over here? I'm not forgetting about him. So on Oblivion Sower, I get to draw a card, which is going to be Fierce Empath. We're going to exile 1, 2, 3, 4 cards from the top of Atraxa's library. Venser, Corpse Check Menace, Wrath of God, and Rayhan, Last of Abzan. Okay, those are all exiled. One of the other draws I just had, which won't matter quite yet because I need to play it yet. So we'll take, you know what? We'll take 1 mana out of the pool to do a Utopia Tree. That, and a draw for a Gaia's Herald. We will do 1 mana from the pool there for a Grook's Pack Leader. That, and a draw. Somberwald Sage. We're going to go ahead and do that right away. Somberwald Sage for that, and that. I get to draw another card. We got a Breeding Pool. Alright, we have more than enough mana now. We're going to go ahead and do a Void Winnower. So that's a foil Void Winnower, by the way. So I get to draw 2 cards. That goes up a counter. That goes up a counter. So I drew a Temple of Epiphany and a Hinterland Harbor. I have a lot of things in my hand. Next up, we'll do another mana from that pool. We're going to do Fierce Empath. I get to draw a card. That goes up. Fierce Empath enters play. Lets me search my library for a creature card of mana cost 6 or greater. So, guys, do I want Apex Devastator? Or, Artisan Kozilek? Worldbreaker? I mean, Suck it. Let's do Emrakul. We're at 12 counters. Yeah, we're just going to take Emrakul to hand. Okay, shuffled up. All right. So, we're going to keep going here. Conduit of Ruin is free. We're just going to move you to a counter now. That's 13. I get to draw 2 cards. You're up to 13 now. Oh my god. I drew a Timber Crown Pathway and a Temple of the False God. We'll go ahead and just throw out a guy as Herald there. I get to draw 1 card, and he does go up a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and we're actually like making our fair way through here right now. So do I have any? So I have 3 creatures still in hand. I've got Cure of the Glass Sprinter, Emrakul Promised End, and Archetype of Endurance. I have 1 mana just in the pool, so we're gonna go ahead and throw out Emrakul. That happens. That happens, and I get to draw 2 cards. Draw 2 more lands, Sheevan Reef and Spire Bluff. We'll throw those in the back here. Let's see, what else do we got for? So we still have that in the pool. I have a ton of stuff sitting here. Oh, I still have a bunch of stuff there. So we're gonna tap you for doesn't matter, because colors, any colors. So, and the last one in the pool, we're gonna go ahead and use those. We're gonna throw out an Archetype of Endurance. I get to do that. I get to draw 2 cards. He does get to go up 1. I drew a Gyre Sage and a Fate Spinner. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw out that Gyre Sage. We're gonna put it right there. So that's 16. 1 draw, 17 there. I drew Draining Welk. We're not done yet, boys. We're going to pay another 2 mana. We're going to throw out Kira, the Great Glass Spinner. Okay. You get that. You get that. You get that. I get 1 draw. We got Shaman of the Great Hunt. We'll do 1 there. We'll throw out Shaman of the Great Hunt. You get that. You get that. You get that. I get to draw another 2 cards. We have an Ulenwald Hydra here now. So, let's see. Where are we sitting? Where are we sitting? So we're going to do, because that's an Is It Boilerworks, and mana can be any color, so we'll do an Ulenwald Hydra. You're huge. That happens, that happens, that happens. I get to search my library for a land and put it to play tapped. Oh, what should I grab? What should I grab? Hell, we'll just do the Stomping Grounds there. Okay. Now, and then Ulenwald Hydra, so technically I was supposed to draw 2 before searching the land, because all of the other things. So 2 more lands, Steam Vent, Sanctum of Ugin. Okay. I mean, this is my hand right now. Draining Milk, Fate Spinner, and then land. Oh, I keep forgetting about Vizier. I may look at the top card of my library and cast cards off the top. Look at that. Oracle of Muldiah is right on top of my library, so we'll use my last regular land. Oracle of Muldiah. You go up to 20. You go up to 21. Okay. Well, I may play lands and creatures off the top of my library now. So I'm going to go ahead and, because I still have, what, 6 mana worth of things sitting around here. So we'll tap you for 3 mana now. So we've got 3 mana in the pool. We're going to throw out a Fate Spinner. Oh, gosh. You go up 1. You go up 1. I get to draw 1 card. We got Quicksilver Gargantuan on top of the library. Oh my gosh, we are. Yes. Oh, and I haven't even played a land yet for the Oracle of Muldiah. So we're just going to throw it a forest. Keep it simple. Okay, so, because to play Fate Spinner, so I took that down to 1. So I have 2 mana just sitting right now. You go over there, sorry. We're going to do those 2 mana for Quicksilver Gargantuan off the top of our library. We're going to copy the Peregrine Drake wherever it is. Don't really care at this point. You go up, you go up, and you go up. I do get to draw 2 cards, and we'll reveal the top card of my library. That top card's a Transcode Promenade. I did draw a Ripon Craig and a World Breaker. World Breaker is one of the things I've been waiting for. Okay. Oh, we also copied the Peregrine Drake, so we're going to untap. Is it Boilerworks? The Vesuva copy. And we'll do 3, 4, and 5 lands untapped. Guys, this is still going. Okay, we're going to tap 1 for a World Breaker, which is going to come out. So World Breaker, this is a 5/6. It's still bigger, so it still does evolve. So that goes up, that goes up, that goes up. I get to exile artifact, enchantment, or land. I guess we'll exile the Azor's Chancery over here. Goodbye. Okay, let's see. Still have so many lands in my hand. Let's see if I can do any more drawing. I've got a ton more mana here. Hell, we'll do the Transguild Promenade off the top of my library. We'll pay for it, that's fine. Reveal Brutalizer Exarch on top of my library. Definitely going to do that. So we're going to do Brutalizer Exarch. It enters play. Its ability triggers. You get that, and you get that. And I've probably missed that a couple times now. So its ability triggers. First off, the 2 draws trigger. Those happen. And then I search my library for a creature card and put it on top. You know what we'll do an Ulamog Ceaseless Hunger. We'll put that on top of my library. That is sitting on top of my library, which I can cast it off the top of my library. So we're gonna play that. Gyre Sage pops up. You pop up. You pop up. I get to exile 2 permanents. Goodbye. Protean Hydra and Forgotten Ancient are now gone. Okay, even before that, things are starting to get out of hand. So I did those 2. Its ability would go on the stack, then the 2 draws go on the stack. I get to draw the 2 cards, Command Tower Yavimaya. Then its ability would trigger. On the top of my library is a Beast Caller Savant. I can we'll tap, add 2 to the pool. We'll use 1 for the Beast Caller Savant. I get to draw 1 card, which is going to be a Animar Deck. And then on top of my library is a Simic Growth Chamber. Now, this game is most definitely over, because in the process of all of this, this is now my hand. And I have an Ancestral Statue in my hand. 4 drop, 3/4. When it enters play, return target no land permanent to its owner's hand. I have a lot of counters with Animar, and I get to draw a card every time a permanent enters play. So I'm just gonna bounce it. Animar gets that, and I get to draw a card. I have a Progenitor Mimic on top of my library. We're just gonna go ahead and bounce it. Animar, draw a Progenitor Mimic. And actually, I'm doing this wrong, because Groog's Pack Leader lets you draw for 3 or higher. So I'm supposed to be drawing 2 at a time. I need 1 more draw. So in my hand right now, I have Phyrexian Ingester, Sword of Temptation, Progenitor Mimic, an Ancestral Statue, and Draining Well. Literally the rest of this is all land. Well, I could keep going. But I might as well just attack. All of my creatures have haste, so yeah. We're just gonna do it. So I'm gonna set my hand off to the side here, because it's still my turn. I still have 1 mana in the pool. Who cares? And we're going to set those 2 guys off to the side. Utopia Tree and Somberwald Sage were used to as mana. We're just going to put those guys down there. We're gonna grab all of the creatures that just went into play. We're going to attack with everything. All right. Well, we'll start with Oblivion Sower. 5 damage. 8 damage. 9 damage. 10 damage. 20 damage. 25 damage. 27 damage. Ulenvold High a lot. We'll leave that off to the side. We got 31 damage for Shaman of the Great Hunt. We have 33 damage, Kira. We have 38 damage, Archetype of Endurance. 41 damage, Emrakul. 42 damage, Gaia's Herald. 47 damage, Conduit of Ruin. 48 damage, Fierce Empath. Let's see, 55 damage, Maelstrom Wanderer. 66 damage, Void Winnower. We've got 68 damage, Paragon Drake. We've got 71 damage, Vizier. We've got 77 damage, Soul of the Harvest. We've got 81 damage, Grook's Pack Leader. We've got 85 damage, Concave Naturalists. Now this was a Paragon Drake Dex duplicate, so it's another 2 damage. That's 87 damage. We've got an Eternal Witness, that's 89 damage. We've got another Paragon Drake, but it's a 7/7, so that puts it up to 96 damage right there in that nice little pile. Gyre Sage is a 7-something, so that's 113 damage right there. And then we'll do a good old Animar, which is 28 plus 113, which is 141. 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149 damage, topping off with Ulenvold Hydra at Atraxa. And I'm only half, like, this is the library. This is only, that's all that's left still. So Altered Ego's on top of the library from, you know, a couple cards that let me do stuff. But yeah, I still have a lot left. A couple other goodies still in there that didn't even come to light of day. Damn. As a reminder, Atraxa had this in hand. That's it. Animar doesn't get killed. That happens. Now, as you'll see in my bracket, you see Animar faced off against Duretti, and I actually had a huge scare there. The Duretti really did well because it's a red deck. It's got some burn options, and it was able to burn Animar. Like, I think realistically, it was about 6 different times it burned Animar, and eventually eked out enough damage to defeat Animar the one round, and then Animar just went off the last 2 rounds. Well, that is match 1 of 2 on my finals here. I guess at some point I could do this again. You know, I could take everything and run a new bracket, you know, with all my 12 EDH decks, and maybe some more in the future here. You know, you never know. You never know. Admittedly, the Animar deck is my best deck. It's a pretty solid option. Has its issues, but for the most part is really good. I suppose Animar is also one of the few items I actually have a deck list mostly accurate. You know, I've made tweaks here and there, and those aren't reflected in the most recent item. I can put the link in the description for that, so I have a deck list for Animar. But yeah, you know, I just thought I'd have some fun with that. And if you guys had some fun with me, I can record, because, man, the Atraxa versus... oh, what was it? Atraxa versus Tezza, as the other side of the bracket there, was a really good game. Like, I'm not joking. Both players played Wrath of God and Day of Judgment in the same game. And Atraxa ended up winning the game by playing Jace Memory Adept, had original Liliana in play. So I -0 Jace Memory Adept to have Tezza mill 10. And then I played Deep Growth Skate, which doubles counters on all permanents, whatever. And then Liliana was up to 10, -8 Liliana, and pulled everything from all graveyards and pretty much won the game. It was a really good game. So, well, you guys let me know how you think, and yeah, comment how bad I am and how many triggers I missed. How many triggers did I miss? That, you know what? First person to comment correctly how many triggers I missed. You know what? I don't even know. Make a guess. We'll see. We'll see who guesses, and then out of all of the guesses, we'll see which one who commented first of all the most common guess, and then I might have a gift. You know, I'll give something away. I've got a bunch of Humble Bundle keys. You know. You know what, guys? Peace. See you at Game 2 for Animar versus Atraxa.